Hi everybody, this is Joe Rand. I'm the Mayor of Nyack, and I'm recording this video to give you a tour of the new Nyack.Gov and to show you some of the highlights, some of the features that you'll probably be using the most. So let's get right to it. Let's start at the top, and we're going to work our way down to the bottom. And then you start right at the top, you can see that the Village of Nyack logo is your homepage. So anywhere you are on the site, if you just click on that logo, it'll refresh and take you back to the homepage. Also on the top right is a search bar. You can search the site. Also, obviously a link to our Facebook, a link to our Instagram, and things like that. But let's get to the good stuff. So the top line, menu items are a series of pull-down menus or a bunch of outbound links or links to other parts of the site that you can go to. So let's look at each of these in turn because there's a lot of interesting stuff here. Under About Nyack, a lot of these links, events, park, history, businesses, will take you to other sites that have information about Nyack. So for example, businesses will take you to the Chamber of Commerce. History will take you to the Historical Society, things like that. On the right-hand side of About Nyack, you'll see a list of our FAQs, frequently asked questions, which we've built for different departments and different organizations within the village. So you can go directly, if you click on one of these, you can go directly, for example, to the building department FAQ, and here are the FAQs that you could click on and find out more information about them. Now we want to go right back to the homepage, just click on Village of Nyack and you go right back to the homepage. So again, we're looking at the About Nyack tab, which is one of the top line menu items. You can see there's outbound links, there's the FAQs, and then there's some other outbound links to other parts of the village. So this is really more of About Nyack, not so much about the village government. The next tab is all about the village government. You can see a list of all the departments that we have, administration, building, all the way down to water department. You can see information about me as well as the village board of trustees. And then there's links to all the boards and commissions that are part of the village. So the departments are mostly the staff, people that work for the village. Boards and commission are largely the volunteers that work at the Architecture Review Board or the Parks Commission or things like that. And then just to show you what those pages look like, let's just take a quick look at we'll go back to the building department. So the building department, each of the department pages look like this. On the left-hand side, there'll be a menu. In the center will be a picture, as well as then a series of buttons that will take you to probably the most requested features that we found people looked for on the site. So checklists and the village code and a building permit and things like that all have dedicated buttons. And then on the right-hand side, you can see a list of the directory of all the people that work at the building department, along with their email addresses and their work phones. If you scroll down, for some of them, you'll find the calendar, which will show you what's going on with the land use boards that are associated with the building department. If you click on, for example, the government tab to go to the justice court, it's the same layout. Left-hand side are some menu items, the picture with the shortcut buttons, and the right-hand side is the information that you need about the personnel that work at the village. And then if you scroll down, there'll be more information, just introductory information about that department. Okay, let's go back to the homepage. About Nyack Government. So again, all of these links will take you to places within the site that give you more information about that particular department. All right, then you have the calendar. You click on the calendar. It's not a pull down. It will take you right to the calendar that shows you what's going on in the village. Most of these items are village government items, but a lot of them are things like the farmers market or obviously observation of Martin Luther King Day and stuff like that. So that's the calendar. You can scroll down. You can go to other months and things like that to see meetings and to see other things as well. Nyack News will take you to our homepage, our news homepage. So this is where we post notices and information. Essentially, it's our blog for the village. So you scroll down, you'll see them in reverse chronological order, updates and things like that about what's happening with the village. So if you're curious about something, this is one place to go to start looking for information if there's something dynamic or some changing news. And then of course there's directory, which very simply broken up by category of department will give you a directory, in some cases with pictures, of all of the people that work within the village. Okay, so back to the Village of Nyack. All right, we start at the top. Let's look at this middle front page right now. Again, there's a series of shortcut buttons that these are buttons that tended to be on the old website, places where people often went to the site to find information about. So the first one, of course, is parking info. People always want to ask about the parking info. It takes you right to the department page for the parking authority, okay? So it'll be a shortcut to there. Obviously, you could get to the same place by going to the government tab and clicking on the parking authority. It takes you to the same place. But the idea is, let's make the buttons prominent so people can find them very simply. Here's the button that will get clicked on, I will guarantee you, more than any other button on the site, and that's the trash recycle button, which takes you directly. It doesn't take you anywhere else except the actual schedule of trash collection, so you can see the days that trash is getting picked up, all right? So things like that. That's what's on this. The FAQ page takes you to a dedicated page, or the FAQ button takes you to a dedicated page which has all our FAQs. We're going to continue to write more of these. We'll continue to answer more questions and add them into the FAQ. So the FAQ is going to be a living document that's going to be expanding and whatnot. You can report an issue. You can go right to the 311 system, which allows you to report issues, and it does get staffed every day to answer those questions and address those issues. A list of all the capital projects, and a place where you can sign up for our newsletter, which we've made a lot of changes to. There's a new version coming out in these coming weeks. And it comes out every Monday now with a set of information, so it's going to be very consistent in the display and the things that we're doing. You just sign up for it right there, right from the homepage. You can find it. Okay, now let's keep scrolling down. Now you get to the Get It Done. This is new. This is something really cool and new on the website, and that is another series of shortcuts for particular actions that we find people are most likely to want to take on the site. So you start with the left-hand side. I would like to do what? Apply for a report. I would like to pay for. I would like to get info on. I would like to sign up for. I would like to report something. You can use these buttons. So for example, I would like to pay for, let's say you get a parking ticket. Instead of posting it on Facebook and yelling about it, you say, I'm just going to pay it. You click, I would like to pay for, and then you can pay for your tax bill, your water bill, your parking tickets, and then you click Pay Now, and it will take you to a page which is where you can pay your parking tickets. Similarly, if you wanted to pay your water bill, you go there, it will take you to the page for the water bill. All right, very simple, but there's things that you might find. For example, you might want to apply for a death certificate or a marina slip or a special event permit or things like that. So apply for or report to or sign up for. You can sign up for not just the newsletters, but now our new cell text. You can get text alerts on your phone. If you sign up, just put your name and your phone number, and then you opt in, and you'll get a text message that you can now opt in to get text message alerts that we'll be sending out periodically for emergencies. It's not going to be, hey, there's a street fair Sunday, but it might be there are street closures starting Saturday night, or there's a water main break or something like that. You can also sign up for cell text, just so you notice. There's cell text also from the water department that you would find elsewhere on the site that you can sign up for to get water department updates as well. Okay, so that's the Get It Done. The idea is to give you a very simple way to find an exact page on the site that deals with a particular topic, a subject that you want to get information about. Now you keep scrolling down, and then you get to Nyack Updates on the left, and this is the same content that is under Nyack News, just put up a little different way. The idea is to have the site be more dynamic. So obviously, you go scroll back to the top. These links are not going to change very often. The departmental pages might get updated, but we're not going to change this that very much. The buttons, well, we might find a button that we add or a button we take out if we're not finding it used all that much, but it's not going to be a dynamic part of the page. You scroll down though, and here's where the updates are. So as we get new news, we post it. That's where you'll find updates to what's going on in the village. And then obviously a list of all the upcoming meetings that are taking place in the village. And if you look, the ones that are coming up very soon all have all the documents the public documents that are going to be considered at the meeting. You can get them also. For example, we have a village board meeting starting on Thursday night. You can click on the agenda to see the agenda for the meeting. All very simple, and you can download it, or you could refer to it, or print it, or bring it with you, or whatever you want to do if you want to come to the public meeting. Okay, so that's very simple. We want to scroll down a little bit more. There's what we call Spotlight Nyack, which is just some outbound links going to sites that we think are interesting about Nyack. Again, not governmental sites, but other sites. Scroll down a little bit more. It's our YouTube page. You can get to our YouTube page anytime you want by going to Nyack.link/YouTube rather than searching for it on YouTube. Or you can just come here to the website and click on the most recent videos that we have on the site. Okay? You scroll down a little bit more. It's our Instagram feed, so you can see all the most recent Instagram things that pictures that we've posted up. And then you get to the bottom, it's the normal footer with our address, social media links, different site links that are important, as well as if you want to change the language. So for example, if you want to look at the site in, Latin, you want to look at it in Latin, you're a Latin scholar, not a lot of people speak Latin these days. You can see they don't really have Latin words for capital projects or things like that. But if you want to change it, you'd probably be more likely to want to change it to something like Spanish. You want to see the site in Spanish. You click on that, the whole site gets translated across to another language, and that's all very simple, and you can just change it back to English when you need it to go back into English, which I'm going to do right now. And then the last feature, which is new to this site, and you can see it basically where this little blue button as you go all the way down the site is the accessibility feature. The site is fully accessible. We've used the services that give you an opportunity to have a screen reader for people that are visual challenges, or a higher contrast, or highlight the links, or a bigger text, or dyslexia friendly, or things like that. This is provided by a company called Userway. It's embedded within the site, so the site is dynamic that way. The site is also fully mobile, so if you are looking at it on your phone, it's the same content, just it will be obviously laid out slightly differently. It'll be more vertical than horizontal in that case. So we're very happy that the site now is able to be translated and now has accessibility features that we didn't have before, as well as all this much more helpful functionality that we have throughout the site. I hope you get a lot out of it. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Thank you very much. And of course, if you ever have questions or comments and you want to reach out to me, my email is joerand@Nyack.gov, which does one last thing. The site itself is no longer Nyack-ny.gov. It's now Nyack.gov. All the email addresses are no longer at Nyack-ny.gov. They're all at Nyack.gov. But it's important for you to update your contact list and your email system, as well as to update your browser, put new bookmarks in, because the Nyack-ny.gov, which right now redirects to Nyack.gov. It's not always going to redirect to Nyack.gov. We're going to end up losing Nyack-ny.gov, and you'll end up getting a blank page. So make sure you save the new Nyack.gov. This was very hard to get. We had to prove to the domain registrar people that we were the only really important Nyack in the country that deserved to have the Nyack.gov domain. So now you don't have to type out Nyack-ny.gov on the email addresses and on the website. You just go right to Nyack.gov. It's the new Nyack.gov. We hope you like it. We hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.